Good morning petrol heads and welcome back to my channel. So today it's early, it's 7 o'clock in the morning on a late July, and today I'm outside with the car because I'm doing the xDelete flashing on my M340i B58. So I've got XHP for the gearbox, and I'm just going to show you what I do when I flash because I've heard of people bricking their cars. So I'm just going to talk you through and around what I've done. I should take you through the flashing process because the first one takes a little bit longer. Now, you should never flash your car without it connected to a 30 amp delivery system, so an external battery, or you can do what I've done. So I'm going to talk you through the process. So I have got the Range Rover running, and what I've done is I've connected jump leads to the M340i, and then to make sure 100% that it's drawing power from that car, because I'm paranoid, is I've disconnected the neutral on the battery in the boot, and the car's still turned on, everything works, so I know it's coming off that. So jump leads to jump leads, and then with the car running, the donor car running, you know you've got a steady supply coming into the car. There we go, the interior light will go off in a minute because we're triggering that, it thinks the door's shut. So aircon off, everything off, lights off, trigger that, run it off a donor car, and then we're kind of good to go. So I'm taking it at this stage, you've followed the basic instructions and you've installed the actual flashing app, the actual xDrive, xDelete app. So I've got my license downloaded, got it installed. Then on your phone, what you need to do, I'm not showing you my phone screen because it's got personal stuff on there, like my bin and stuff. So basically, you want to disable any connection, any Bluetooth, turn it off on your phone. Disconnect from any Android Auto, anything that'll get to the car. So I've made it forget any of my networks. And then what I've done is I'm using the MHD red universal adapter. Don't know if you can see that, which works with most things, which is cool. So then what you do is you obviously pay for the license, you connect your adapter in, you check your car's compatible, you download the license. Now, what you then do is you run through, it takes you through a tutorial on the screen, and then I'm just going to make sure, triple check on my Wi-Fi that everything's set to, so everything's set to auto reconnect off. You connect to your adapter, in my case the MHD DC D4C8, it comes up, so I'm connected to that. Everything else is off, Bluetooth's off, and then you go to the app. And then what I will show you here is, so once you've gone to the app and you've got the license applied, you go down to flash now, and you pick what you want to flash it to. So you pick what states, how you want to flash it. Now your initial flash is going to be the biggest one because it's got to flash it on there. Then after that, it's just the tweaks. I've got minimal stuff running. I've got the car running off jump leads. The car's been running a while. So I'm going to hit flash now. So use airplane mode, keep Wi-Fi. Oh, you can use airplane mode and keep Wi-Fi on. Turn off Bluetooth, done. Minimum 25% battery. So what I've done is, it's connected into the car anyway, so it's got like full charge. Optional connected power supply says optional, but I've got it running off the car. Make sure ignition is on, press twice. So ignition is on. There we go, make sure ignition is on. Let's hit OK and see what it says. Connecting, please wait while you're connecting car. It seems that xDelete has not been installed in this vehicle, so completing the process might take a little longer, but don't worry, after this change, it will only take 30 seconds. So what we're going to do is hit continue. So again, not moving anything, not touching anything.
GPS connected.
Make sure that everything that can be off is off. I'm just paranoid about how much power it's going to draw when it's doing this. It's running through the process. Should be flashing it, 37. Did not get it stuck at 37. I'm doing everything right. I've even video documented it. I'm doing everything right. No, it's moving again. Thank God for that. It's always hold your breath moments, isn't it? Flashing your car, because if you get it wrong. Bear in mind, I'm doing this for the first time. Yeah, I've flashed MHD back end, done all that kind of stuff, but you do it once and then you don't do it again, do you? So this is literally on the fly, first setup, no retakes, just showing you how I've connected the car up, and then the process I'm going through, and we should hopefully get a clean install. And then after you've done it and you've set it, it is actually a quick reflash. You can't switch it on the fly, so to change the different drive modes, it's a quick flash. I'm putting it into I'm not going to full rear wheel drive because this car's running 700 horsepower, and I'm only just getting used to it as being xDrive. So yeah, I'm going to go for the xDrive Sport mode, which is supposed to give more power to the rear wheels than the front. So in theory there should be less power loss through the transmission, because as a percentage more is going to the rear. It's already launching 0-60 with a 1 foot rollout and a 2.49. Hopefully this will improve on that, and also my quarter mile time when I go to Santapod. Yay, so success. So this didn't take that long. You can rewind the video back to when I started it if you want to see how long that was, but that was, I'd say, a minute, 2 minutes. So it says that was successful. So I don't actually know what's going to happen now. So okay, so now we're flashed into Sport. So it tells you what happens here. Low front bias, even the rear wheels are spinning, so it tells you what it does. Tells you exactly what you're doing. You should never exceed 50%. So you can do live use. So then if you want to flash it to another one, which one you want to go with. So just hit configure xDrive. I'll kind of show you. So let's change it to 4-wheel drive. Let's see how long it takes. So I'm going to put it on 4-wheel drive. Flash now. So hit OK. Let's see how long it takes this time after the initial flash. Oh wow, okay, yeah. So it is just tweaking. So the first one puts the software code on there, and then after that it's obviously just sending tweaks and changes after that, because that is yeah, that was, I don't know, that was even, was that 10-15 seconds? So there we go, and now it is back to 4-wheel drive. So you've got 2-wheel drive fully on the rear, 4-wheel drive, 2-wheel drive, and then you've got, that's custom mode. So yeah, in custom you have to be careful because there's certain things you should and shouldn't do, because you can damage your transfer case. So for me, 4-wheel drive is obviously standard. 2-wheel drive I'll be slowly introducing myself to when it's safe to do so, because like I said, 700 horsepower to the rear wheels is a lot when I've been used to 4-wheel drive. And my previous car, my 435D, was 4-wheel drive, and before that was 4-wheel drive. There's a recurring theme here. And then yeah, you've got this one, so Sport. So there we go. So I'm going to flash it back to the Sport. I'm going to leave it in Sport. I've got to remember I've got it in Sport, and it might be a bit more playful on the back end. Hit OK. Let's see how long it takes now I've done the initial flash. Like lightning. So yeah, so there you go. That was my video on basically just an ad hoc Friday morning at 7 o'clock. Sunny with summer shining. I bought the software, so I thought I'll come out and do it. So, and you want to turn your xDrive into a rear-wheel drive car to mess around in, be able to do things like drifting, then xDelete is a great way to go. Anyway, I'm doing a lot of waffling now, so I hope that was of use. If you like my videos, please hit and subscribe. I'm not sponsored by anyone. I just enjoy and passionate about doing up cars. Take care.